Once, one of the dramatists who was to play the role of Shiva fell sick. Therefore Sri Ramakrishna, who was still a child, was chosen to enact the role. Sri Ramakrishna aptly disguised himself as Shiva and learned the required dialogues. However, when he stood on the stage, he became dumb after delivering a few dialogues. He attained a deep state of samadhi and became Lord Shiva himself. When the director signaled him to continue, Sri Ramakrishna could not do so as he lost his body consciousness. So, finally, people had to carry him down from the stage.
Sri Ramakrishna said, "I have never enjoyed the world, even in my dream."
If anyone chanted Achyuta, Anantha, Govinda in front of Sri Ramakrishna used to reply, "What else do you require? Now you are completely flawless." He did not tell this to everyone but only those who wholeheartedly chanted the Lord's name.
Sri Ramakrishna said, "When you clap your hands loudly, the birds on the tree fly away. Similarly, all your weaknesses and tendencies vanish if you take the Lord's name."
Sri Ramakrishna said, "First God, then the world, and then yourself." But we always do it inversely. That is, first ourselves, then the world, and then God.
Latu was an illiterate Bihari who came to Calcutta for a job. The employer of Latu was a devotee of Sri Ramakrishna, so sometimes he sent Latu to Sri Ramakrishna to deliver eatables. Whenever Latu came to Sri Ramakrishna, he listened to his words for an hour or two. Gradually Latu got attracted to Sri Ramakrishna's words. One day he told Sri Ramakrishna that he wanted to stay with him forever. Sri Ramakrishna objected, saying, "I depend upon others for my food. How can I feed you?" Latu replied, "I will beg for my food. Please shelter me. I will help Holy Mother Sri Sharada Devi in cooking." After a few days, Sri Sharada Devi said, "You eat here. I will take my food only after feeding you. I will feed you with whatever I have. You need not beg now." Thus Latu stayed with Sri Ramakrishna.
When Sri Ramakrishna suffered from cancer, Latu extended his hands and asked Sri Ramakrishna to spit on them. He then put the sputum into the vessel. Latu felt his guru might suffer until he brought the bowl used to collect sputum. Hence he used his hands. Then, impressed with Latu's devotion, Sri Ramakrishna said, "Latu, you are wonderful." Latu was also named Swami Adbhutananda when he became a monk.
Sri Ramakrishna said, "It is glorious to serve even one man."
Master Mahashaya is the author of The Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. On his first visit, Sri Ramakrishna asked, "Are you married?" When Master Mahashaya replied positively, Sri Ramakrishna asked, "How many children do you have?" Master Mahashaya replied, "I have 6 children." Sri Ramakrishna then said, "Yours is a serious case. I will admit you to my hospital, but I can't assure you of your recovery. It is because you have given place to too many people within your heart." Sri Ramakrishna chose such a Master Mahashaya to write The Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, which has now become the modern Bhagavad Gita. Master Mahashaya was so impersonal that he never used his name in the Gospel. Instead, he mentioned it as M.
Master Mahashaya said, "The very name of Sri Ramakrishna is music to my ears."
Master Mahashaya worked for Ishwara Chandra Vidyasagar. One day, when Ishwara Chandra Vidyasagar criticized Sri Ramakrishna, Master Mahashaya said, "You can rebuke me if there is any flaw in the conduct of my duty. But you have no right to criticize Sri Ramakrishna." Saying so, he resigned from his job. Such was his devotion.
Sri Ramakrishna said, "O Mother, I am only the machine, and you are the operator."
Swami Vivekananda suffered from intense poverty after his father's death. So when Sri Ramakrishna suggested to Swamiji, "Pray to Mother Kali for food and clothing," he prayed thus, "Mother, keep my mind away from lust, anger, and gold." When Sri Ramakrishna rebuked him as to why he did not pray for food and clothing, Swamiji replied, "On looking at the mother's face, I didn't feel like asking her for material needs relating to this world. So I couldn't ask her for anything else except the purity of mind. I am sorry that I could not make the prayer as suggested by you." Then Sri Ramakrishna said, "Leave about mother. I assure you that your family will never suffer from want of food and clothing."
Once, Swami Vivekananda was asked, "Do you accept idol worship?" Swamiji replied, "If an ordinary person can turn out into Ramakrishna Paramahamsa through idol worship, I do accept such idol worship. So I have no objection to your idol worship if you all attain my Guru's state by adoring idols."
राम कृष्ण तुम विराट पुरुष धारण प्रेम की काया। राम कृष्ण तुम विराट पुरुष धारण प्रेम की काया। दिव्य नृत्य और मधुर कंठ से, दिव्य नृत्य और मधुर कंठ से नाम हरि का गाया, नाम हरि का गाया। राम कृष्ण तुम विराट पुरुष धारण प्रेम की काया। मिलित नेत्र और ज्योतिर्मुख पर ब्रह्म तेज समाया। मिलित नेत्र और ज्योतिर्मुख पर ब्रह्म तेज समाया। दिव्य प्रेम के परमानंद में, दिव्य प्रेम के परमानंद में बार बार मुस्काया, बार बार मुस्काया। राम कृष्ण तुम विराट पुरुष धारण प्रेम की काया।
Muruganar, on his first visit, wrote some poems and gifted them to Bhagavan. Bhagavan, who never cared about anyone like the rich, powerful, or beautiful, immediately got up on seeing Muruganar. It was only because of the several births relationship. So Bhagavan asked Muruganar, "Will you write poetry like Manakyavachakar?" Muruganar said, "Manakyavachakar resembles the blazing sun. I am only a worm when compared to him." However, later Muruganar wrote Guru Vachaka Kovai adoring Bhagavan Ramana, which resembled Tiruvachakam, a compilation of songs on Lord Nataraja written by Manakyavachakar.
When any Mahatmas visited Thiruvannamalai, Bhagavan used to ask Muruganar to go and get their blessings. But Muruganar used to reply, "Whom shall I see with the eyes that saw the blazing sun, called Bhagavan Ramana?"
Lakshmi, the cow, became the purest of the pure being, devoid of any tendency relating to the world, body, or scriptures. Nirvana implies complete bliss, contented bliss, deficitless bliss, and endless bliss. Lakshmi attained such bliss without my help, said Bhagavan. How did she attain the same? Did she practice any yoga or meditation like us? We are doing japa, meditation, etc., thereby trying to reform our minds. But Lakshmi's effort constituted unconditional love for Bhagavan. If you do us good, then we will do good in return. If you love us, we will love you in return. If you respect us, we will respect you in return. All these are conditional. Lakshmi had no such conditions in loving Bhagavan. She had unconditional love. Out of love, she became purified, which is 100% purification. It is better to be born as an animal and have devotion rather than taking birth as a human being without devotion.
The only attachment that Bhagavan Ramana possessed on this earth was to the holy hill Arunachala. He always considered Arunachala as his father and not as God. Such was his love for Arunachala that he did not even think about moving out of Arunachala in all the 54 years that he stayed in Arunachala.
God, world, body, happiness or sorrow or even your emotions are all but a thought. Life is nothing but a bundle of thoughts. Sri Ramana, who said this, did not lose his attraction for the holy mountain Arunachala. 2 minutes before Sri Ramana left his body, the devotees started chanting Arunachala Shiva. Until then, Sri Ramana closed his eyes. Ramana was aware that Arunachala was not separate from him. Despite this knowledge, Ramana possessed steadfast love for Arunachala. In the Gita, it is said, "Even Gyani is my devotee." When devotees started chanting Arunachala Shiva, Sri Ramana suddenly opened his eyes. As Sri Ramana opened his eyes, tears rolled down, not due to sorrow but bliss. There will be a taste difference between the tears that emerge from grief, which are sour, and those that arise due to bliss, which are sweet. Bhagavan, who said that life is but a thought, had such love and attraction towards Arunachala even in his last moments. When talking about the absolute truth, Ramana said that God also is a creature of thought. It is correct from the perspective of absolute truth. But when it comes to relative truth, tears rolled down from his eyes on hearing the chanting of Arunachala. such as the devotion of a Gyani.
A devotee asked Bhagavan Ramana, "I cannot refrain from loving you. What is the reason for this?" Bhagavan replied, "It is the same reason for which you came unto this earth."
A devotee asked Bhagavan Ramana, "Is destiny invincible?" Bhagavan replied, "If it is so, then what is the purpose of devotion?"
A lawyer asked Bhagavan Ramana, "You preach Advaita, but why do you still call the hill Shiva?" Ramana replied, "As you identify yourselves with your body, Lord Shiva identifies himself with the holy hill."
A devotee complained to Bhagavan Ramana that he was being teased for performing idol worship. Then Bhagavan replied, "Who is not performing idol worship? The body itself is a corpse. So when you can identify yourself with a corpse, what is wrong in worshipping the idol in a temple as God?"
When Bhagavan Ramana read anything about gopis, tears would roll down from his eyes, making them wholly blurred and stopping him from proceeding further. Bhagavan said, "It is possible to speak elaborately about jnana or knowledge, but what can one speak of bhakti or devotion?"
Some people blame Bhagavan Ramana as an atheist in disguise. But, if it is true, then why did he write the marital garland of letters? In the marital garland of letters, Bhagavan Ramana said, "Let me be the devotee of the devotees of those who hear thy name with love, O Arunachala."
నీవొక్కడే రమణ నీవొక్కడే నీవొక్కడే రమణ నీవొక్కడే ఎల్లెడల నిండితివి నీవొక్కడే నీవొక్కడే రమణ నీవొక్కడే ఎల్లెడల నిండితివి నీవొక్కడే నీవొక్కడే రమణ నీవొక్కడే
లోకములు నిండేవు నిండి వెలసేవు నీవొక్కడే జీవరాశులలోని ఆ ప్రజ్ఞ ఆ కాంతి నీవొక్కడే
నీవొక్కడే రమణ నీవొక్కడే ఎల్లెడల నిండితివి నీవొక్కడే నీవొక్కడే రమణ నీవొక్కడే
జగమంత నిండితివి శ్రీరమణ భాస్కర ఆకాశము నీ రూపమే
జగమంత నిండితివి శ్రీరమణ భాస్కర ఆకాశము నీ రూపమే
చిత్తమును లయము చేసినది నీవే నీ మౌనమే రమణ
బ్రహ్మ విష్ణులు కూడా గర్వమును పొందిన సమయాన
పర్వతాకారమున ముందు నిలిచినది రమణ నీవే
నీవొక్కడే రమణ నీవొక్కడే ఎల్లెడల నిండితివి